Peace and blessings to all my brothers and sisters out there in the world. All glory given to the Most High Yah, for He is worthy in all that He does, everything that He wants, everything He begins, everything He starts, everything that He ends. You know what I'm saying? Your Father is great in every single thing that He does, family. all Shouts out to all my brothers out there in the world, all my brothers and sisters out there in the world who's been watching the channel and paying attention to the channel. Peace and blessings be upon you all. I know y'all thinking right now, brother, why you got all this satanic stuff all in the background? That's scary, Giles. What you doing, man? I don't want to look at that. But check this out, family. The only reason why I got that in the back, this show, it won't take that long, family, because you know, 9 o'clock prayer hour is creeping, family. It's creeping, family. It's almost 9 o'clock. So you know how your brother is, family. I don't like to get bagged up on this work. You know what I'm saying? That the Father has for me. So I got to get through it. And I told y'all, whatever I didn't finish earlier today, finish it right now. Get that out the way with so we can start our day tomorrow all fresh, family, with all new, fresh concepts that your Father want us to dove into. So let's go ahead and start up to this, family, because like I said, I don't like to get set back. And I better put out this work before I start stacking more and more and more on my plate and I don't get it through all this week. You know what I'm saying? You seen how today was. That was just one little tiny piece of paper, family. That's all it was, family. It wasn't even a full piece of paper. Now check this out. Let's start at the bottom first. This week we are practicing love. Love your God and your people. To give into other likenesses of this for oneself. Practice showing love to your fellow brothers and sisters, because that is Yeshua like. Show slow to anger. We don't have to give in to the nonsense. Practice think of what God thinks of us. Practice to be humble before God's eyes. So, okay, now, brothers and sisters, I said all those things right there, and it's a lot of your brothers and sisters who would get mad. They would get mad over me saying those things, family, because they would look at those things as being weak, family. They would, family. They would look at those things as being weak, and but they're Yeshua light. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do, family? Okay, we went over a couple of them. We're gonna be practicing slow to anger, family. We're gonna be practicing showing loves to our brothers and sisters out there in the world. We don't have to give in to the nonsense, family. We don't have to give in. We don't have to give in to none of the nonsense, none of the anger, because we all know that is not Yeshua light. So what you gonna do, family? You gonna listen to them and be an aggressor this week and give in to hate filled all on your heart and practice evil all week long? Are you gonna give in to being more Yeshua light? You call him Jesus of the Christ, of Nazareth. That's what you call him, a Nazarene. Now check this out, family. What you gonna do, family? You gonna listen to them people? You gonna listen to them people that's gonna be standing in line to get to hell, family? What you gonna do, family? You gonna love? You gonna practice how to be patient? You gonna cast all of these things that you might go against this week as a lesson that you gonna have to learn, family? What you gonna do, family? That is the question for this week, family. What you gonna do? So, like your brother said, we ain't got to give in to this evil this week, family. We can practice love. Love for our God, family. Love for our people. You know what I'm saying? Love for one another. You know what I'm saying? Because that is being more Yeshua-like, family. To practice to being humble, family, because God is watching all of us. Okay, let's move on. This week, I want you to recognize what evil plans on you when it shows its face. What was it trying to get you to do or take from you or put something on you? So you must ask yourself in your own contentment, what was evil contentment, what was evil testing me on, and what is or was it trying to do? So I really mean that, family. When evil manifests itself in your life and it's doing stuff, family, what is it doing, family? I really mean that. I want to know, what is it doing to you in your life? What was the lesson? What was it? A lot of people, they can't. understand that evil has a plan and is doing something. Evil would not appear to you if it did not have some type of purpose. It had a plan. You understand? It was trying to get something from you. It was trying to put some type of curse on you or put some type of evil on you. It was trying to take something from you. So I'm asking you here today. What was evil trying to do in that given sense and time when you encountered that evil, family? What was it trying to do? What was the plan for that evil? Because I want you to better protect yourself. It's sad that some people don't even recognize it for what it is, family. They don't. So when whatever the evil was doing, what it was doing, they never learned what it was really doing until they get hurt, family. So I ask you, what was the lesson? What was it testing you on? What was it trying to put it on? What was it trying to take from you? It was trying to do something. So I'm asking you, what was it trying to do? Are you watching these things? Okay, to overcome the evil this week, it wears on your weaknesses. That's what he will use against any of us. So strengthen your home front to stand against the wiles of the evil one. So I really mean that, family. Like this week, like I already know, family. I already know whatever my weaknesses is or whatever I'm weakest at, that's what he's gonna attack, family. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna trot it all around and he's gonna start attacking these things to get at me. So as I look at my weaknesses, I gotta build my weaknesses up so they can be a strength so I don't get attacked at that front, family. So I want you to look at whatever your weaknesses is or whatever you think that would be something that you need to pull up and get greater in and know that that's your front. That's your front line of attack right there because that's what he gonna attack, family. To get all the way into the your territory, family, you're gonna have to hit the main gates, family, and that's your main gates right there. It's whatever you weak on. So I'm asking you to pull that up, family. So he can't even get at you at those fronts. Okay, moving on, family. Told you 9 o'clock hour is coming, family. It's coming. Come get yourself, son. Okay, now God gives us the victory over the serpent by us through our own faith, resisting his notions, refusing them not to give root in our lives, because it will do. I'm sorry, because if we don't refuse his offer, our gifts, we lose and give into what he has planned for us and not God. So I really mean that, family. Okay, we all know that God has already given us the victory over the serpent. We got that, family, as long as we able to resist him, family, and not give in to him, family. It's all on you resisting him and you not giving in to whatever that is. It can be it can be tempting, family. It could be mighty tempting, and that one little 10 minutes of weakness could cost you, family, when you messing with the devil. You know what I'm saying? So we must refuse whatever he has to offer, family, and he attempt for you anything that you want. That's why I gotta bring up them weaknesses again, because he'll play on them weaknesses when he trying to tempt you, family. So what you gotta do, family? You got to resist, family. You got to refuse. You got to resist. You got to refuse. And you got to get away, family. Just get away, family. Don't give in to none of them gifts and stuff, family. Because if you do, you already took the plan. Soon as you gave in to taking that gift, you gave in to the plan, the devil plan on your life. It's a wrap. It's too late. You know what I'm saying? By that time, it's already too late. Okay, small side note for the night. Side note for the night. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. For rookies, all you have to say is Jesus did it. It works every time, family. All you got to say is Jesus did it. And if you get up in a jam and the people asking all these questions, all you have to say is Jesus did it. And you be good, family. You be good, family. When they got you all jammed up against the wall, they asking you 50 million questions and stuff. What was this? What was that? How did this happen? How did that happen? All you have to say is Jesus did it. Because you're not lying, family. Because wouldn't none of the stuff we walking on would exist if it wasn't for Jesus. So you're not lying, family, and you're a rookie. You really don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if that just came out of you, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, blah, 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 and yada, 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 yada. And I don't think those stuff that Jesus did and just walk off. You be hard in the word. You be hard. Just walk off. You know what I'm saying? Well, Jesus did it. You will leave them. They mouth be all dropped. They be like, well, Jesus did do it. Oh, I don't know. Did Jesus have a part in? Oh, did Jesus did really? Because you know them people, they so contentious and they want to argue and stuff, family. So all you have to say to the rookies out there, all you got to say is the Lord did it and you're good. Okay, now family, last side note for today. Side note for the night. Now check this out. Do you know witches, magicians, and sorcerers go to your church? I really mean that, family. Do you know on Sunday when you go to church, there will be a witch somewhere in the crowd with you? Yes, she will. She be right up in there with you. Do you know what's a magician in there? Do you know, family, that one of them old dudes is an actual magician? You know they come to church, family? Family. Do you know one of them people up in there is an actual sorcerer? He be casting spells and incantations and enchantments, all that. He be doing all that witchcraft, family. Right up in your church, family. Okay, now, do you know witches and magicians and sorcerers go to your church? There are Do you know they're in there at night and they're casting spells on the children of God? Do you know do you know they be up in there? This is how disrespectful they is, family. They be up in there casting spells on people. That is some cold-blooded stuff. Okay, first of all, they don't fear God. They would come to, they would do something like this, family. They would go up in God's house. And just because people black don't mean they ain't no witch. That don't mean they not into that, family. Doesn't necessarily, we all black. We all black here. Some of them black ladies is witches. Some of them black dudes is sorcerers. I'm sorry, they into that, family. That's what they be doing, family. When they go home and they be closing their doors, they be thinking about all kind of witchcraft and powders and potions and elixirs and stuff like that, family. For real, family, enchantments and incantations and all. They be thinking about all of that stuff, family. Do you know they go to church with y'all? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to tell you, you need to be aware of these people up in the church house. That's why they acting all funny. That's why they looking all iffy. That's why they act all strange, family. That's why you be catching them doing stuff. And you be like, why was Sister Smith over there doing that with that stuff? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, sister. You be like, oh brother, he was all there late at night. Didn't nobody, he over there acting like a weirdo. He had his backpack and everything. What was he doing up in there? I don't trust him no more. I don't trust the brother no more. You know what I'm saying? Brother Larry. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, family. Do you know they be up in there? The best way that you can disearn one of them people up in your midst is with the spiritual gifts that you have amongst the children of the congregation. That's why it's so important to find out what everybody is gifted at. Have 2 or 3 of them sitting right there and you didn't even know. They so scared you can't even build up their spiritual gift because they don't even know it, family. So I want my brothers and sisters to be on nowhere. That's why your brother tell you, I want you to pray I want you to be covered in Yeshua blood before you even go up in there, family. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. You call him Jesus Christ. I want you to be covered in your Jesus Christ blood before you even go up in there, family. Before you even go up in there. You know what I'm saying? Before you even get on the road, family. I want you to do that for your brother. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Okay, now, you casting spells on the children of God. They are the reason why your church is failing. And their family, I'm telling you, that they be planning stuff all up in that church, family. They be doing stuff. They so evil, they be doing stuff on paper. Do you feel me on that? They go down to the city hall. We want the church to fail. Oh, we want the church to fail. Oh, they don't want to pay their tax paper. Oh, you ain't got it. Oh, I'm going to call Mr. IRS, man. He going to come over and take all this. Hold up. Them people ain't supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? They'll figure something out, family. Okay, there is so much. Oh, now the church, the ceiling done came in. We got to get up out of here, family. Oh, the pipes done routed. They in there, family. My elder pastors that hear me, you would be best to heed my warnings and check them people, please. Please, family. Okay, now in the felling, and there's so much contempt, so much strife, and so much confusion. They are showing discourse, and it causes them to dress. To dress like regular. They dress up like regular people but they got the evil out of God's house. and see, you should be able to judge and read a person's spirit. Get that evil out of God's house. Some of them even work for the church. Oh, that's sad, family. That is sad, family. Some of them even work for the church. Do you hear me? The congregation, Israel. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? My brothers and sisters out there, black men and black women of the world, all my brothers and all my sisters out there, do you hear me? The house of Israel, the house of Israel, do you hear me? They even work for y'all. And they in there plotting and planning and casting all the spell and doing all of these evil. You need to check to see who these people is, family. Okay, they even work for the churches. That's sad, family. That is sad, family. They even work up in the churches. So I'm gonna let y'all handle that. I did my part. You know what I'm saying? I did my part. You need to check it. I did my part. From your brother Jehoshaphat. It's sad, family. That is sad, family. They be in there casting all them spells and all them curses. Watch these people, my brothers, even my brothers and sisters, watch them and their behavior and what they be doing. Side note for the night. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. Okay, God told me in your life that demons walk in pairs. This is what he told me this weekend, family. That's why I got this picture in the background. That's why I'm going to talk about it. It's only a couple of them, but this is what God told me this weekend, family. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. I'm just telling you what he said. Okay, God told me in your life that demons walk in pairs to test you. When is testing, one is testing while the other is watching to see what if it works. So that's what God said. God said when you being tested by demons, they test you in pairs. It's not just one demon. It's one demon that's actually doing the test, and then it's another demon watching. That's what your father told me this weekend. So when I'm being tested out in these streets, you don't have to believe me. Some of this stuff scares and terrifies the likings of a lot of you. But brothers and sisters, be strong. You can't be weak. You know what I'm saying? We are facing the wiles of the evilness that's in this world. Be strong with your brother. You know what I'm saying? So I really meant that. Some of them got scared. They cut the dang family. They cut it off. They flick. That's too much. Flick. I'll grow. I would have to pray to listen what Fat is saying, what Jehoshaphat is saying tonight. Flick, and they will turn the page, family. They will turn that page. They not even men and women to just sit down and listen to what I said. And it's just to strengthen y'all so you can know what you are facing. So let's bring back what God said. God said when you're being tested by the evil, they travel in pairs. One demon is watching you. The other demon is doing the test, family. They work in pairs. That's what he said. Move on. Let's move it on. Okay, now, God told me that the devil eyes are on each street corner. That's what God told me. He said, it don't care. God told me it doesn't matter where you really go. He said the devil eyes is on every single street corner. And then I'll be like, what? But God, but what if ain't nobody out there? He still said, family, the devil eyes is on every street corner. That's what he said, family. Okay, now, God told me that the devil eyes are on each street, every street corner, and he is always watching and listening into what happens on the street. So that's what God said. The devil is always the devil has his ear to the ground on the street. He does. That devil really wants to hear everything that goes on in the street, family. This is what God is saying to you. So let's run it back. Each street corner, and he is always watching and listening. So the devil is watching each and every street corner. Why, family? I just got more questions for God when he tells me stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking him questions. You know what I'm saying? Eventually he'll give me an answer. But listen to what he said. God told me that the devil eyes are on each street corner, and he is always watching and listening to what ends up in the streets. So just know, family, you are really being watched out there in the streets, family. Know that his eyes are on every street corner, family. He is watching us, family, and he is really concerned about what goes on in the streets. So that lets me know right there. Since the devil's so concerned about whatever goes on in the street, Jehoshaphat needs to keep his butt off the damn street, huh? That's what he needs to do, huh? I need to work that out, huh? Huh, family? Need to work that out up in there, huh? The devil be worrying about what's happening on the street corner. Everybody needs to stay off the damn street corners, family. I'm just saying, family. That's what God said. What else? What else can I do with that information? He said the devil be watching on the street corners. I'm finna stay up off the street corners, family. I'm finna stay off the street corners. That's me personally, family. I don't need to be hanging on the street corners if the devil is sitting up over there listening and he watching and his eyes all on it. Family, look at God. It's certain places. We was talking about this yesterday. It's certain places in the world that God always watches. The devil is a cheap imitation. This is the places where the devil likes to watch. He's no different than God. Family, I keep on trying to tell y'all that. That's what God said. Let's move on. Last one, family. Last one. And I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here for 9 o'clock prayer hour. We put at least 20 minutes up in this. But you got a full hour with the show that I did at earlier today, and then we finished up with Moses, and then this one now. So your brother been putting in the work for you. What's good, family? This is your brother Jehoshaphat. Come show some of the love. What we've been talking about. How your humble on this week, family. How your peace up this week. How your peace walk up this week, family. We ain't got to get into. We don't have to give in to the nonsense. We don't have to give in to none of the malarkey, family. We don't have to give in none of the bull, family. When you smell a bull, when you smell a bull, it's time to move on, family. It stank over there. We need to get it where it smells good, family. We ain't got to be sitting over there where it's stanky, family. That's where all the bull stuff be at. What the people want to kick off with all the chaos and stuff, family. So we ain't got it. We can be with our love walking. We can practice love because that's what God wants from us, being righteous people. We can't be these foul people and be what God is asking of us, family. Okay, moving to the last one. And your brother, I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here. Peace and blessings be upon your night. Come get some of this 9 o'clock prayer hour. You are more than welcome to be and assemble with your brothers and sisters to come get yourself some of this good magnification of you magnifying your Father. You getting some of this intimate time with your Father. You building up your intimate time with your Father. You being assembled to magnify at one assembly with people who love your brothers and sisters, who love your Father across this very world, that's praying for you and yours. So pray for you, for ours. That's praying for you and yours. So make sure you pray for ours. You know what I'm saying? All of us, because we praying for you. Now, last one, and your brother, I got to get up off of here. Peace and blessings be to all my brothers and sisters out there in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, for he is the Lord. God told God told me over the weekend, he said, look at the people who are on the earth. There are billions of them. And if they are billions of people, there are millions of God's rejects down there with us, family. That's what God told me. He said, now look at the people. And a lot of people don't believe me. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe it's this damn simple, that it's this damn easy. They don't believe he speaks. They don't think that he is talking to them. Okay, whatever. You don't believe. You don't have to believe. I bet you when you die and you be looking at him, be like, oh, man, why, brother? Why I didn't get right, brother? You messed up, brother. I'm telling you, be messing up. You be messing up. Now you got to look at him. Okay, now, check this out, family. He said, if there are billions of people that live on this earth, he said there are millions of angels that are down here with us. And from the number he edged on, it was kind of pushing to that billion, family. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying from the way he said it, like he was edging on it, like it wasn't no 350 million. He made it seem like it was almost a billion of them, family. I'm just saying what he said. Look. This is what he said. This is what he told me. Say, God told me over the weekend. He said, look at the people on the earth. There are billions of them. And if there are billions of people, there are millions of God's rejects down here with the family. And he's not talking about people, family. He's talking about demons. I'm not talking about people who are rejecting the glory of God in their life, that doesn't want to accept him and be pulled into his fabric of his kingdom, of his awesome power. Now, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about demons that's walking around, and well, I can't say walking around because we know demons, they be floating in dry places. I travel in dry places. I like to speak Latin. Okay, now. Okay, now, family. Now listen to what your Father said. So I just want you to be aware amongst all the things that he brought me this weekend and that he personally told me. You know, we're going to go through them, but those were things that he brought to me. And I wanted to share them with you, family. I just want to share them with you, see what you think about them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be thinking about what he told me, family. For real, family, I'm going to be thinking about all those things that he told me. I built up a whole show around it, family. trying to tell you. I asked him for the show and everything. Now, your brother, I got to go ahead and get up off of here. But peace and blessings be upon you all. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. This has been your brother Jehoshaphat. Peace and blessings be upon you in Yeshua precious name, for he lives. And our Father, he is great, mighty, just, and true. And his word is true. Blessed be his name forever and ever and ever. The Most High God.